Good morning, children. In previous class, we have studied that how components of a mixture are separated by using evaporation technique, centrifugation technique, and by using separatory funnel. In today's class, we are going to learn how components of a mixture are separated by using sublimation and chromatography technique. First, we will see sublimation technique. Okay, we know that sublimation is the direct conversion of solid into gas. Okay, here this sublimation technique, this is used to separate a mixture of two solids in which one of component is capable of undergoing sublimation. Okay, or we can say that this technique, sublimation, is used to separate a mixture of two solids, one of which sublimes. It means one of the component sublimes. It means it is directly converted from solid into gas. So, and another one is non-subliminal component, and it remains on the container. Okay, examples for the sublimes are ammonium chloride, camphor, naphthalene, anthracene. Okay, in last chapter we have studied in detail about the sublimation. Let us see how these components of a mixture are separated by using this technique. Now we are going to learn this technique with an example, that is separation of a mixture of ammonium chloride and salt by using the sublimation technique. Children, see here, this is China dish. Inside the China dish we are placing the mixture of ammonium chloride and salt. Okay, above this we are placing the funnel. This is funnel and it is placed in a inverted position, and the mixture which is placed inside the China dish should be enclosed with this funnel. Okay, like this. Here the opening of this funnel, inverted funnel, is closed with the cotton plug. Okay, so that vapor should not move out of this funnel. And this China dish is placed on the tripod stand, and below this we are placing the burner. Okay, inside this China dish we have placed mixture of ammonium chloride and salt. Okay, we have to separate this mixture, and this conical flask is placed in inverted position, and this hole of this conical flask is closed with cotton plug to avoid the vapor molecules. So that they should not go out of this conical this funnel. Okay, we will see now. And this when this mixture is heated, among this ammonium chloride and salt, this salt is not capable of undergoing sublimation. Okay, but the sodium chloride is sublimes, and it can be converted. It can be directly converted from solid to gas. So on heating, ammonium chloride vapors, they moves upward. Okay, the ammonium chloride vapors, here ammonium chloride, solid ammonium chloride present in this mixture is directly converted from solid to gas, and these ammonium chloride vapors, they moves in upward direction. Since this hole is closed with the cotton plug, these ammonium chloride vapors, they cannot move out of this funnel. That's why they get solidified. They undergo solidification. This is ammonium chloride solid. Okay, since this hole is closed, these ammonium vapors, they cannot move out of this funnel. Therefore, they are solidified. It means the vapor, this ammonium chloride vapors, they are converted into solid ammonium chloride and they are deposited on the surface of this conical flask. Okay, like this mixture of ammonium chloride and salt are separated after this ammonium chloride solid which is deposited on the surface of the funnel is recovered. Okay, and that of salt it remains on the China dish. Like this components of this mixture, ammonium chloride and salt mixture, are separated. Let us see next technique, that is by chromatography. Actually this word, the chromatography, it consists of two words, or it comprises of two words, chroma and graphy. These are the two Greek words. This chromatography, the word, it is made up of, or it consists of two Greek words, chroma and graphy. In Greek, chroma means color and graphy means writing. So we can say that chromatography is the separation of colors. Actually this technique, chromatography technique, is first used to separate the colors. Therefore it is named as chromatography, named after this discovery, because this technique was first used to separate the color mixture of colors. Let us see what is chromatography. The process of separation of different dissolved components of a mixture by adsorbing them over an appropriate adsorbent material is called chromatography. Here it is the chromatography is the separation of a different dissolved components. Here different dissolved components are there in a mixture, and these components are separated by absorbing these components over an appropriate adsorbent. Here adsorbing means, see here, this is the solid. Okay, adsorption means just the particles, they are just deposited on the surface of this solid. If we see absorption means the particles will penetrate into the solid. Okay, adsorption, absorbing, they are entirely different. Adsorbing means it is just a deposition of the molecules and atoms on the surface of a particular solid or liquid. Okay, this solid which provides its surface for adsorbing these molecules is said to be adsorbent. Okay, is called chromatography. Okay, in this technique we are separating the different dissolved components of a mixture by adsorbing them over an appropriate adsorbent material. See children, in chromatography, components to be separated or distributed between two phases. Okay, the components, say for example the mixture in which we are going to separate by using the chromatography technique, it consists of two components, means these components, they are distributed, these two components are distributed between two phases. Then what are those two phases? Let us see. One is stationary phase. Stationary means it is not moving, it is fixed. Okay, fixed phase is known as stationary phase. Stationary phase is also we can say this stationary phase as adsorbent. It provides, stationary phase provides its surface for the adsorption of a component, separating adsorption. It provides its surface for the component molecules to adsorb. Okay, so see here, stationary phase. Stationary phase may be solid or liquid. It may be solid or liquid but not gas. Okay, because solid and liquid can provide their surface for the adsorption. They can provide their surface to accumulate or to deposit that component molecules. Okay, next phase is mobile phase. Okay, mobile, in the word we can understand that mobile means moving. Okay, second phase is moving phase. In moving phase we are placing the mixture which is to be separated. The mixture is to be separated is taken in mobile phase. and this mobile phase may be liquid or gas but not solid, because solid cannot move. That's why mobile phase may be liquid or gas. With the help of chromatography technique, we can separate dye from ink. Okay. Now, usually this ink is a mixture of dye and water. Here dye is dissolved in water. Dye is a solute and the water is the solvent. And this dye is a mixture of two or more colors. Dye does not contain only one color, but it is a mixture of two or more colors. Let us see how dye is separated from ink by using this chromatography technique. For this technique, we have to take filter paper. We have to take a strip of filter paper, and below this filter paper we have to draw line like this by using the pencil. See here, we have to draw a line like this by using the pencil, and we have to put a point at the center of this line, and at this point we have to place the ink which is to be separated. Okay, we have to place the ink in this position, and this strip of filter paper is placed in a jar or beaker in which water is placed. Okay, see here with the help of glass rod, this strip of filter paper is tied here. Okay, this is tied here, and this filter paper is hanged in such a way that the water present in this jar or beaker should touch the this filter paper. Just edge of the filter paper should be merged in the water. In that way we have to place this strip of filter paper. You can see here, just the edge of this filter paper should touch the water, so that water is absorbed by this filter paper. Okay, when we touch this filter paper, when this filter paper comes in contact with this water flows in upward direction. Okay, it moves in upward direction due to the capillary action. As the water moves in upward direction, the ink which is to be separated, here we have placed black ink, the ink which is to be separated also moves along with this water. Okay, it moves like this, and the different colors present in the dye of ink, they get separated like this. Okay, I will send the photo so that you can understand. So like this, when water rises on this filter paper, the ink placed here also move along with the rising water molecules, and the different colors present in this black ink, they are separated in different regions. Okay, like this we are going to we can separate the different colors of dye of a ink by using the chromatography. Here the filter paper is the stationary phase. Here filter paper is the stationary phase, and it is fixed. This filter paper is fixed, it is not moving, and this filter paper is providing its surface for the ink particles to adsorb. Therefore here this filter paper is taken as adsorbent. And here this water is mobile phase. See here, this filter paper is solid. Okay, here the water is taken as mobile phase, and this water is liquid. It is a liquid. Like this we can separate the dye of a ink by using this chromatography technique. Let us see applications of this chromatography. This chromatography technique is used to separate colors in a dye. Also it is used to separate pigments from natural colors. Okay, the pigments from the natural colors. Like we can separate the pigments present in a green leaf. Usually in green leaf there are different pigments are present. Green pigment like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and yellow pigments are present, xanthophyll. Okay, like this different pigments are present. We can separate those pigments by using this chromatography. And the drugs from the blood, we can also separate the drug from blood by using chromatography technique. See children, here we are using the paper. We are using the paper. So this kind of chromatography is said to be paper chromatography. Paper chromatography. Here we are using the paper to separate the components of a mixture. Therefore, this kind of chromatography is said to be paper chromatography. There are different types of chromatography, like gas chromatography, paper chromatography, column chromatography, that you will study when you go for higher studies. Okay, so far we have learned how components of a mixture are separated by using sublimation technique and chromatography technique. In next class we will see some more techniques.